question. The next question is by Raja. Raja says, which position can I enter for my career? Is it possible for me to enter into the coding industry with just a certificate of coding? Very interesting. Okay, so I think so. This is how I actually talk to quite a number of friends, right? And for me, one key thing is I try to understand which phase of life they are in. First thing first, let's just answer the second part. Is it possible to enter the industry with just a certificate of coding? Believe it or not, this has been a very interesting, to me, it has been a very interesting industry because there are so many companies who will come up to me and say, can they code or not? Can they build an app or not? Do they understand data structures well or not? Right? And the key thing, this is a very interesting opportunity because some of them told me, I've seen a lot of graduates out there, but they don't have enough hands-on experience. So I think, for us, we play a very different role from universities, right? For us, ours is very practical, very practical. I think it's very complementary, whatever what unis can offer and what Next Academy can offer. So uni offers a lot of concepts, a lot of theoretical concepts, which I think is important as well because you want to know how things starts, right? You want to know how things are like, and so in the future you can innovate as well. But at the same time, for us, Next Academy, we focus on hands-on coding. So we spend 90% of the time just coding, and people are there to build things, to build apps, to build solutions, to explore new technology, to implement new technology. And I think we have been very fortunate to have so many employers, reaching out to us. A lot of them have hired Next Academy graduates before and had a very good experience with them and say that, wow, these guys who are not from IT background and they assimilate well with the company and they are contributing so much in the company. That's great, right? I don't need that. What I care about is your portfolio. I want to see the students' portfolio and see how they contribute. So certification is one thing, but what people care about is beyond certification because a certificate can't tell me if you're good or not. But when I look at your portfolio, when I look at what we call GitHub is where you store all your portfolio of code, right? When I look at your GitHub, I really don't care. I still need to look down. I still need to go down to code and see what you can do with it. So what position can I enter for my career with coding? Oh, guys, it's interesting because there are so many opportunities out there. First thing first, right? I always start off with, there are from moving forward, last time we talked about tech jobs, we talked about building apps, right? Become a data scientist, building apps, become a data scientist, do AI machine learning. It's very specialized technologies. We call it technology specialists. But today I'm seeing a shift as well, right? Today, sometimes people are saying like, you know what? I'm looking for accountants who can code. I'm looking for consultants who can code. Right? It's very interesting, right? I'm looking for finance people who can code, right? They're not exactly, sometimes you start seeing, I'm not really looking for, I would love to have a coder, but I would want someone who understands code very well because these are the people, let's just say I'm a finance person, I have finance background and I can code. I am at the best position to impact the industry, to come up with solutions, right? Compared to someone who only know finance. This person can only imagine what sort of automation could happen. Or compared to someone who knows how to code but don't know anything about finance. You bring this person in and you tell that person accounting, hey, credit, debit, the person look at you and say, I don't know what you're saying. So today I'm seeing people who are looking for two different disciplines that can merge and that can come in hand together. So I think this is a very interesting opportunity. That is something that you can also look into. And for people who are mid-career, I have people who are in their late 30s, early 40s asking me, Audrey, you know how the economy is like, things are not looking really well in the job market. If I learn to code, where should I go to? What should I do? Guys, I think this is a very legit question. Some of them just tell me it's very hard for me. They say it's very hard for me to start fresh from scratch, go down all the way to as a fresh software developer, as a fresh grad PA. I have family commitments and so on. And this is a very real conversation, guys. And I had this conversation with uh, quite a number of them. And I said, you know what? I understand that it's very hard for you to change your career all the way to, from don't know what, all the way to a software developer. But you are an expert, you are a master in the industry that you are in right now, right? My question is this. If you know technology, are you able to figure out ways that could disrupt the industry? Because I think that is what a lot of there is what a lot of companies are looking for. Their companies are looking for ideas, right? But now you as an expert comes in, you're an expert in the industry you're in, maybe say oil and gas. You join an oil and gas company and you say, hey guys, I have very good knowledge of oil and gas, for example, and I understand coding as well, and I can code as well, right? Um, Let me be able to, come up with a solution where when I marry both oil and gas and tech together, and this can grow the company, in a better way. The hardest people to find are people who understand the industry well and also understand technology well. So if you're in a mid-career change and you're thinking, how can coding help you? I would say, guys, this is where you can leverage on your expertise in the industry, plus your knowledge in technology. You may or may not be the one to code in the end. It doesn't matter. But very often, a lot of people need that one person who speaks the right lingo to both sides, to both the oil and gas or your management or whatnot, as well as the developers, to be able to work together and to create a sustainable, good solution for the company. So I do hope that helps answer your